Hey everybody, welcome. This is Libby from Hero Arts. We're so glad you're here today for our January release overview product spotlight. I'm going to give people a minute or two to join in here and then we'll get going. I have a lot of fun products to show you today. And we're going to be joined today by a special guest as well. So hi, Joanne. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Debbie. Hey, everybody. Hi, Sharon. You haven't seen a while. I know it feels like a long time since we've done a live, doesn't it? I guess it was about a month ago when we launched our our December release. So hi, everybody. Seen a lot of our regulars. Nice to see you guys here. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Lori. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started so I don't keep you longer than we need to. So today we're going to go over our January My Monthly Hero release. It's a really fun one. I love it. It's so much fun. Is it pouring where I am? No, I'm in Georgia. I know in California, there's been a lot of rain, but I am on the other coast and right now it's sunny outside. I'm looking out my window. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay. There's some flooding in some places, I guess, as well. No, Sharon, I'm not in Northern. Hero Arts is in Northern California in the Bay Area, but I am not. I work remotely. So, okay, so back to the release. So today we're going to be joined by one of our designers, our product designers. If you remember in November, if you were here for the live, we got to meet Ron, who designed the November kit. And this month we're being joined by Yesenia, who designed this awesome January release, among many other things. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully I can figure out how to do this, bring her in. So get ready, Yesenia, you're going live. All right, there we go.
Hi, everyone.
So hi, Meg. I just saw Meg who joined our hop yesterday. Nice to see you guys here. All right. So Yesenia, you designed this month's kit, which I have here on my desktop. Let me go ahead and go over it real quick, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll ask you some questions as well. So if you guys have questions for Yesenia, start thinking of them. You can put them in the comments. So let me see. Here is an overview of the full kit this month. So it is a 6x8 stamp set with lots of messages and fun little images, and then a whole bunch of dies. I'm going to show you the real thing in a second here. Some cardstock, a really cool stencil where the hearts, the flower petals look like hearts, which is super cute. And then some sequins. So let me go back over to this. I'll hide that. Go back to the comments. So I'm going to highlight my desktop for just a second here. So the fun thing about this kit is it has these two dies here that create a faux matchbox. And I'm calling it faux because it creates a flat matchbox rather than a 3D. And so here's an example where I put it just on a card. You can see how flat that is. Let me get under my camera. And so it pulls out, oops, I lost my thing in there. Hold on. The fun of going live. So it has the little bottom part of the matchbox and then the top, but it's all flat. So you can put this on a card and make a faux little box or matchbox on there. So the idea is you have all these things in the kit to decorate your little matchbox. Of course, you can use them beyond the matchbox. You can do all kinds of things with them, but that's why we have we're a perfect match. And then you could use the little matches that are here. There's dies for matches. There's a die that's a flame to put on a match, or there's one that's a heart-shaped match, which you could also make into a lollipop. And then there's this baby, you light my fire, which also goes with the matches. But of course, there's lots of things that don't have to be match themed if you're not into matches, but it's cute for Valentine's Day, right? Perfect match. So there's Happy Valentine's Day, Valentine, a perfect match again, but it's birds instead of actual matches, a little fake nutrition label that talks about hearts and hugs and kisses and stuff. This cute little scalloped border piece that you can use, a little gummy bear. He's so fun. And if you go to our hop, we had a hop yesterday where the artist shared all kinds of fun inspiration. And Kelly Taylor made a card where she had a whole bunch of these little gummy bears coming out of it looked like a door or a window. So cute. And then you can make some mix and match messages like filled with love or this love. You could do sending a kiss. Let's see, what else? Filled with everything, like put all the things in the box, sending happiness, sending good wishes, just good wishes, reasons why I love you. And you can put all the little reasons in the box, made from the heart, and then warning contains love. And so some of the dies in this, you can see that there's things that go with the set, but also things you could use all on their own. There's this really fun 2-piece love set where you can do the little background around it. There's a die that cuts out that little scallop border thing. There's a die for the gummy bear. There's some gems and a ring, which go with the message in here that says you're a gem. And then there's 3 little sizes of hearts, a double heart, a little floral that has a heart at the end, a dove holding a heart, a little letter card, whatever you want to say, with a heart, and then some lips. So lots and lots of fun things. And then, as I mentioned, there's also the stencil. There are this really fun sequin mix as well. See in there all the fun different ones. There's stripes and hearts and all kinds of things. So let me see. I'm going to go back to all of us. So Yesenia, when you were designing this kit, how were you inspired to do this? What were you thinking when you were creating this kit? Anything in particular?
So I think I was telling you earlier that I was trying to remember because we designed these things so far in advance. I was like, what was I thinking? I think we were doing November at the time, and that was more like project based. And I think I wanted to have something a little more interactive. So I made the flat, Matchbox just for something fun. And it wasn't supposed to be the main, because usually how we do it is we just have like a theme and we all just start developing ideas, and then we bring it together and just say, oh, that could be a kit, and then we just build on that. So this was originally just an add-on, and then we just decided to just run with it. So yeah, that's how that one ended.
Yep. And I saw Sharon said she didn't realize it was 3D yet flat. So that's one great thing about it is for us card makers, you can still, mail it in the mail. It's fun to make little 3D boxes as well. And we have a die for that. We'll get to in a second. But I love that this is still a great thing to put on a card and that you can mail to somebody and then just, make it look like a faux little box. So let's look at some card samples from the team. And you guys can see it come to life more than my little basic sample there. So here's one that Jennifer Cotis made. I'm going to make this screen bigger again so you can see full screen. But if you want to pop in with any comments, feel free, Yesenia. So you can see this. She put the little Happy Valentine's Day on there and then made from the heart. And then she can pull out the drawer and it has the XOXO and the little lips. And then this is actually a little card. So she made it into a card shape as well. So really fun.
Cute.
And then here is another one. And I love on this one, she used the heart tab, the little heart to make a tab to pull out the little drawer of the box. She made a glittery diamond ring with our glitter paper, which I love. And then she put a little sparkle on her matches as well. And that's all on a card front. So it's all flat and you can mail that in the, put in the mail. And then let me see, let me get organized here. Here's another one. She made a little mini slimline. This is all Jennifer Cotis. And you can see this pulls out and there's some cute little matches right in her drawer. So fun. Warning, contains love. And, this can go way beyond Valentine's. These are all Valentine's cards, but you can make all kinds of little boxes and treats on your cards. I love this one with the dove. It's so pretty. And she put a little clear accent there on the heart to make it shiny. And then she fussy cut out that the perfect match. I love that because that was normally with the other doves in the kit, right? And so she combined it there, put a little lacquer pen on that as well, on those hearts. And then she used the stencil in the background for her card base. I love that dove too. It's one of my favorite parts of this whole thing are the doves. They're so pretty. Here's another one from Jennifer. And again, she used a lot of crystal clear lacquer pen on her cards. And I just love how it looks. It gives it a little something special. She really stacked up her love dies there. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but it's really thick and pretty. I love it. Love it. And then this one, she took the cute little scallop square, rectangle, I guess you should say, and she made them across her card and used all the little different elements. I love that there's so many dies in this that you can do things with, as well as so many stamps, which is really fun. And let me see a couple more card ideas. These ones I made actually. I had to get some purple in here. You guys know I love purple. So this one I actually glued in place. I didn't actually make that a drawer you can pull in and out. So you don't have to make it interactive. You could always just have an open drawer on your, I'm calling it a drawer. I don't even know what you'd call it, inside of your little box. But anyway, I have my little glittery matches coming out of that. And again, I think these little heart matches could also be cute little lollipops if you wanted to imagine them in a different way. And then this one, I used the Hershey Kisses, which I thought were so cute. And I did it out of glitter paper. And then I use that little thin strip message on there, 2 of them actually, and tried to make it look like it was the paper coming out of a Hershey's Kiss. I just trimmed it down and kind of crinkled it a little while I put it on there. And then I just use the ends of it on those. And then the stencil again is in the background. And then I just had a little piece of the, oh, you know what? I have this glued down because I was taking a photo of it. I just made a little gift tag kind of thing, a gift card. And then the love dies on there with the stenciling. Janet, yes, these are only available. The stamps and dies I'm showing right now are only available in the main kit, which is on the Hero Arts website. I will go through the add-ons, we call them, the other things in this monthly release, which you can get separately if you love them as well. Oh, Sharon, I didn't know you were a tattoo person. Oh, wait, you are not a tattoo person. I see. Okay. Let's see what else. Any other things? Melissa. Hi, Melissa. You love Hershey's Kisses. Yeah, I love the Hershey's Kisses and gummy bears. So fun. All right. Oh, Meg puts purple on her cards because of me. Love it. Love it. Okay. So let's go back to all of us here. So let's see. What were some of the other things we were going to talk about today, Yesenia? So let's talk about you for a second. Now that we've seen the kit that you designed. So how long have you been working at Hero Arts?
Since 2018. So almost going like 4.5 years, going on 5 years. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
The last few years have been so weird. It's gone by quickly.
Yeah, it feels like the last 3 years are just I don't know, the time is gone.
And what how did you become a stamp designer? Did you go to school for art or graphic design or something?
So I went to school for graphic design. I originally wanted to go for illustration, but graphic design seemed a lot more practical. So that's why I love my job, because I literally get to do both. It's like a dream job. But I've been here since 2018, and I kind of do a lot of the like catalog stuff. I mainly put the catalog together. Ron is the one who takes a lot of basically all the photos now. But I kind of wrangle everyone's things. I'm like, hey, I need this, and copy, and I kind of just put it all together.
If you guys have seen our printed catalogs, Yesenia is the one that lays it all out and puts it together and figures out what goes where, which is a huge task. And so, like she mentioned, so our creative team makes the card samples. Yesenia is part of the team that designs the products in the first place. We get the products, we make the card samples, send them to Ron to be photographed, and then he gives all that to Yesenia, who actually lays it all out and makes our catalog. If you haven't seen them, haven't had the printed ones in your hands, they're always available as PDFs as well. So they're worth looking through because there's a lot of inspiration, and it's just fun to have to keep track of all the stamps. And Sharon, I will make the point you were trying to make that you're not, let's see, a kit with vintage tattoos would be great. Mermaid, sailor, mom, etc. That's a cool idea too.
I'm gonna write that down. We'll talk about it.
If you guys have ideas for kits and stamps, we have a designer here on the Zoom. This is a good time to mention it. I said Zoom.
Yeah, no, for sure. It helps.
They always are ideas because just think about all these products they come up with. It's like, it's amazing that you can keep coming up with more and more ideas. So do you guys kind of like look out and like Pinterest and different things for inspiration, or at print ads or different things?
We're always just looking online, or if sometimes I'll go to a cute little like independent shop and see little cards or other knickknacks there, and I'm like, oh, this would be cool to do, and we'll put our own spin on it. And I'm also surprised that we're able to come up with things, because I always doubt myself. I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna come up with another theme, or we have maybe we find a theme but it's not very specific, or it's too specific, and I'm like, I have no idea, but we just kind of keep trying, and it eventually, I don't know how, we just come up with like a whole set of
I don't know how you come up with so many things.
I don't know either. I'm always like, this fountain's gonna run dry, but it hasn't yet.
And we talked about a little when Ron was on here as well, but you guys kind of, the whole team bounces ideas off of each other, right? You kind of help each other out at some points on the designs. And is that right?
No, a lot of times it'll be, someone might have a more clear idea, and then someone will have a more clear idea, and then we'll kind of all just follow that one person's lead. Like, oh, okay. And then we'll build on that. one product. This kit actually, usually it'll be more than one designer, or usually it's one designer per kit. Sometimes it's two, like we'll end up helping each other out. But this one was really everyone put in on these. Like
this
I
this
drew,
stencil was made by somebody else completely, right?
as
Was
Minami's.
Minami, yeah.
And then like the gummy bear, the kind of like gummy bear stamps, and the nutrition label, that was Robin's. And then I did more of the ready to go kind of full on sets. And then Ron did the love die in there. And then so this was really like group effort on this
Big
one.
collaboration. I love it.
Yeah.
So I think I've talked to you guys before on these lives about the team, but so it's Yesenia, Ron and Robin, who also happen to be twins, Minami, and then Laura. Laura is the creative director at Hero Arts and co-owner. And so she kind of leads that team of people who come up with all the products, which is just amazing. So can you think, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but can you think of some other kits that you specifically did that we could flash back?
I was actually looking through, because Ron actually does a lot of, Ron and Minami actually end up doing a lot of them. I haven't been doing them.
I know one you did, Yesenia. You did the one in March of last year, right? With the paint splatters?
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah. And that was fun because Yesenia actually set it up in her house where she like splattered some paint to see like.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna recreate this digitally. It's gonna look fake, because sometimes those look fake. So yeah, that was fun. I was just photographed it and was able to make it into.
I just saw Mindy join. Hi, Mindy. Mindy's on our creative team. She did a video yesterday for our website and our YouTube channel where she walked through the kit and the add-ons. So good to see you here, Mindy. Any other products that weren't kits that you can think of offhand that you designed that the viewers may remember? Like what did you do for holiday? Can you think of anything for holiday or the most recent kits?
Holiday, was this for like holiday MMH or
either way, whatever.
Okay, I'll do holiday. I'm looking right now on so I did the holly hot foil plate.
Oh, I love that. From November. Beautiful.
I also did the snowman and Santa Claus gift tag, them. They're gift dies.
Yes.
I did an ornament stencil grid kind of thing. I also did, I think this was in October, the little elf and penguin on the like polar, like a little train.
Yes.
Christmas train.
The little Christmas tree. Yeah, from October we did the North Pole theme.
Yeah, that was fun.
Very cute. So what is your favorite well, you said it's kind of your dream job, but what's your favorite thing about working at Hero Arts?
It's just so, I don't know, it's fun that I get, like, I always tell people, like, I literally get to draw like monkeys and flowers and just like wiener dogs for my job. Like, it's just like, I remember drawing, I don't even know if we still have it up, but we did like a wiener dog, like happy birthday. So I was literally drawing like wiener dogs with party hats and like just very silly, ridiculous things. And I was like, I'm paying my bills with wiener dog money. Like, I don't know. That's just was really fun. And
did you ever think that would be your job when you started school?
That was my dream, but I never thought it would actually, like I'd be getting to kind of do things like that. So
that's amazing. I love it. Yeah. Let's see. We talked about that. Oh, I one of the things we talked about, is there anything in particular you're hoping people make with this kit? Like, I think we kind of talked through some of the examples, so maybe we kind of already covered that, but
yeah, I actually hadn't seen your samples. I loved kind of the drawer coming out in action and not necessarily you having to pull it out. Right. I love that kind of mid action kind of snap. Yeah, and then I think you showed off those matches really well. Oh. And I had not thought of doing those Hershey Kisses with the glitter paper. Yeah, I love that. And the like, wow, like, and then with the glitter paper, so awesome. That would be cool if people did more of that.
We had a couple too in the hop. I think Alina made a card with lots of hearts coming out of the box.
Yeah, it looks,
today on our blog, there's a card from Shannon where in a video where she used the little gems. So if you wanted to see the gems in action, I think she did that today on there. And again, we had a whole blog hop yesterday. I think a lot of you know this, you tune in every month, but we on Monday when we launch, we do a blog hop with the artists and tons of inspiration using the kit and add-ons. And so check that out if you haven't already. We go through and do on Sunday, we'll pull a winner from all the comments left across the hop to win a $50 gift card to Hero Arts. And then, of course, leading up to the Monday launch, we always do the countdown on the blog as well. So there's more inspiration there as well. So let's see. Let's just ask you a few more questions, and then we'll go into the add-ons so everybody can see the add-ons this month. So what about family, pets? Anything you want to share there? Do you have a pet?
Yeah, I have 2 cats. Actually, you can see my cats in. I don't know if we can search it now on the blog, but I did a Heroes Hero like blog thing like 2 years ago, and there's a picture of my cats like cuddling on there. It's just me and my husband. But yeah, you mentioned that Robin and Ron are twins. I also have a twin. She doesn't do. I mean, she used to draw, but she doesn't work in that.
Yeah,
now,
you have a
but,
twin. That's so
and then
crazy.
Manami's sister has twin siblings. So I don't know what's up with that.
There's a lot of twin action going on.
Yeah.
We should do a twin themed, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Melissa, I'll get to the difference in just a minute about the add-ons one, okay? Will we see them on this live? Are your pets hanging around? Can you bring
I think they're sleeping there.
Yeah.
I have to go wake them up and
they might be grumpy cats.
Yeah, no, they're gonna be grumpy.
So you'd love to draw for work. Do you draw outside of work? Do you still like to make art or do any drawing when you're not working?
I used to do it more. I don't as much anymore, but when I do, it's just kind of little doodles here and there. And
yeah,
I kind of like started doing like knitting. I don't know, just more creative things outside. And I feel like that's a good break of
sure. If you're doing some all
moving
day
from
long,
2D to 3D. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah.
I was gonna ask something. I forgot what it was. Oh, and when you draw for work, you mentioned making it digital, but you do still draw by hand the things that you draw, correct? You do it like on an iPad or something?
Yeah. So we use like Procreate, and we'll just with the Apple Pencil draw right into the iPad, and then we'll bring it into Illustrator and make it how it edit it how it needs to be. But yeah, it's all mostly it's drawn by hand.
Yeah, I just want to make sure they understand you're still drawing by hand, even if it is kind of on a computer.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So what are your favorites? Oh, sorry. What?
Oh no, just I was always used to drawing more on paper, and on Procreate, I don't know, I still like the feel of like a pencil. So I still have it like pencil mode on it. So it feels very like easily translatable from paper.
I love that. So how about some of your favorite things? Your favorite color? Do you have one?
It used to be mint green, and now it's purple. That's where
Came to my side.
Yeah. I never thought it would happen, but yeah, I'm like, I think this decade of my life, I think I like lavender. Lavender specifically more.
Probably why you love the cards that I made.
Yeah.
How about a favorite food? Do you have any favorite foods?
It's hard to pick, but the food I will never get tired of is chow mein for some reason. That is like my favorite. Oh, we just had a lightning. Anyway, I am in Northern California and it is raining over here.
You got any flooding around you?
Sorry, there's thunder now, but not. Oh my god.
Oh, I heard that. Wow.
You hear that? Yeah, it's shaking the house. If you see me, go. But
if we lose
no, not much, not too much. Like it's some streets, but nothing major. Luckily, over here, yeah,
that's
no big problems.
So Janet's asking a question I need to address for a second here. She said, when is the last day to subscribe to still receive this kit? Actually, if you want to become a subscriber, if you do it this month, it would be for the February kit. And you can just purchase this kit without being a subscriber. So you can purchase it until it sells out. Once it's sold out, it's gone. But otherwise, if you need to wait a little bit because you just purchased December, that's fine. But when you subscribe, you have until I think, I can't remember the exact date this month. I should know that. I feel like it's the 28th, but it might have been extended a little. Anyway, that will be for the February kit. So if you're not already a subscriber, I'm just going to give you a little hint. you might want to become one because we're doing something really special for subscribers next month. And so if you're not already a subscriber, this is definitely the time to do it. We will have more information about what that is on our blog on the 15th, which I think is Sunday. So just a little heads up, if you're not a subscriber, you might, this is the time you might want to do it. And by the way, the February release that's coming up is awesome. I love it. And I showed the creative team today and they are all excited about it as well. Let me just say it's a classic theme that I think most crafters love. So, okay, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and go back to the overhead camera and I'm going to start going through the add-ons. And if you have anything you want to interject about them, feel free, Yesenia, as we're talking about them. Okay. And if you guys have questions for Yesenia, go ahead and put them in the comments and I'll try to not miss them and ask them. All right. Okay. So let me get this out of the way. Our fabulous January kit. So every month we have the main kit. And then we have a bunch of add-ons, we call them. Now, the kit is only available on heroarts.com, but the add-ons are also available at retail stores that carry Hero Arts. So if you have a favorite shop that you like to shop at, go and see if they have these products and support them if you can. All right. So here's the first one. Ooh, that's a little far away, isn't it? This one is called Loving Sentiment Strips. Now, if you remember in December, it wasn't December, actually, it was earlier it was in the fall. We had this one with the Christmas tree, and then we had the die that cuts out the strips. I was trying to find my die right before this live, and I can't find it, but it's a die here. Let me just bring it up on my screen really quick. Hopefully, I do this without completely goofing it up. I just want you to see what I'm talking about. Okay. Can you see that? Yesenia, is that showing up? I think it is. Let's see.
No, I don't see it.
Why? Stop sharing. I know why, because I have to actually go to that screen. Add to stream.
There you go.
All right. So that's just the sentiment strip die that I wanted to show you really quick. I should have had that up and ready to go. So it cuts out the strips on this stamp set. You can use that heart all as it is because it's a fun heart-shaped bunch of sentiments. Or you can make them into strips and you have all these different messages to use. Lots of love theme messages on here. Really fun. And then also this border you could cut out, the little XOXO border. And then it has these cute little icons on there as well that you could use to decorate things. And Diane is knowing that there's always something I can't find. That's awesome. I'm always so prepared. Anyway, here it is cut out in the shape of the heart, but all the sentiments are separate. This is made by Jane Nelson, and she, put them all back together and used the die to cut them out. And so the die is really great too for just cutting out your strips of paper and making a fun background on your card as well. So anyway, yeah, I'm always losing things in this craft room. It's really embarrassing, but it's true. Okay, so the next.
Fair, you manage like everything. You have like the whole warehouse in your house. So
I call this, so as I mentioned a minute ago, I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Georgia, and Hero Arts is in the West Coast in California. And so I call my craft room the East Coast warehouse for Hero Arts because I have so many stamps in here. It's crazy. All right, so here's another good message set. This one is called You're Mine, and it has sending hugs. Some of these are kind of mix and match. You can put them together. So you can say sending love, sending kisses, sending hugs, be my love, to my Valentine. There's also Valentine. So be my Valentine, love you, to my Valentine, to my love, you won my heart, be mine, you're mine. And then the wonderful thing about this is you can buy it as just a stamp set on its own, but it also has the dies. So if you wanted to cut out the messages to have them trimmed really closely and nicely, you have the dies to cut them out if you buy it as the bundle. So I love that one as well. And you'll see that coming up on a couple of the products. Now let me go ahead. I know Melissa was anxious for this one, so I'll go ahead and show it. This one is called Matchbox Fancy Die. So in the main kit, we talked about how you make a flat faux matchbox. Well, this is actually a 3D die. So here's just a simple one I made out of red cardstock. So it has the two pieces, the one for the bottom and one for the top. Let me go ahead and pull this out. I should have die cut them so I could show you actually folding it. It's super simple though. So this one makes the base, and it has partial cuts on the die. It'll cut out the frame, then it makes partial cuts that are kind of like score lines. And you just fold it up, and then you'll glue this to make it to finish your box off. And you can see I put the little sequins from the kit in my box. But the bottom part is so simple. So it will cut and score, and you'll fold in the flaps, bring these flaps over. They tuck right into a slit that is made with the die. So you can make this base without even adding any glue, which is what I did here. And so then it just slides right in. You could put all kinds of fun little things in your boxes. You could make, treat boxes. I'll show you some little boxes that Jane Nelson made that are so cute. She used other elements from the add-ons that I'll get to in a second. But, just look how cute they are. And then she put little not hearts, little flowers down in there. But these boxes could not be simpler to make. They're so easy and so cute. And so, we have the 3D version, which is not necessarily something you're going to put on a card because it's so thick. And then in the kit, we have the flat version so you can have the same idea without actually doing it. Now, so this is smaller than a gift card. A gift card's not going to fit in there, but let me show you. Hold on one second. I'm going to grab something.
And Libby, I don't know if you were going to mention that all the stamps that fit on the faux Matchbox, they all will fit on this Matchbox.
That is such a fabulous point to make. Thank you. Yeah. So all these things in the main kit, they will also fit right on top of the 3D box as well. So you could decorate your boxes with all these fun little things that are in the kit as well. And so I grabbed some candy. So you can see like a little mini Hershey bar. Oops. Will fit right in there if you wanted to give a treat to somebody. I wonder if you could even do it. I don't think it's going to fit that way. Nope. They'll fit that way though. You can put some conversation hearts in there. You put a little high chew in there. So
perfect.
There's lots of fun little candies that you can put in your boxes as well if that's what you wanted to do. You can also die cut the things in the kit. You could put some fake little gems or kisses or different things in your box as well. So really, really fun. Peanut M&Ms, like a package of them, Sharon. I mean, you could definitely put some loose ones in there for sure. The little like a little mini package, I think might be a little bigger than that, but you might be able to fold it a little. Not sure. But okay, so good. Melissa sees the difference. Definitely 3D versus flat. Here's my inspiration for my kisses. Okay. Moving along. I did drop my papers. Hold on a second. Okay, so now some dies. There's some really, really fun dies this month. What is the size of the Matchbox? Okay, let me go back to that. So here, I'm going to just measure this here on my craft mat. It makes a 2.5 by just over 1.5. And then the height is about 1/2 inch. So 2.5 by 1.5 by 1/2 is basically what this is. All right. All right, so the next one I want to show is this really cute box of chocolates, Fancy Die. And so it has a heart that can be used, for lots of things, by the way. It has a little straight piece, which, by the way, makes a great sentiment strip. And also can be like a ribbon going across your box of chocolates. The big bow, that's what the bow that Jane used on those little treat bags. Joanne is mentioning that Nicole sported an amazing video with the matchboxes. She sure did. She made beautiful matchboxes. And she was part of our hop yesterday. So definitely go to Nicole Sport if you haven't already and watch her video. So this makes all these cute little candies that you can decorate, the little papers to put down in your box to look like it's, the little paper that's around a chocolate in a box of chocolates. Things to decorate the chocolates. Some of these little strips you could cut out separately. Like it makes that design right kind of in the top of that chocolate, but you could also trim it so that you can make them decorated separately. So here is an example from Jane of decorating the strawberries and the chocolates. And I know there is another box of chocolates die that just came out recently from somebody else, but I will say that ours is like $20 cheaper. So, it's a really simple version that is really affordable and fun to make some really, really cute boxes of chocolates. So
I think these also fit in those. I think a lot of things that we made also fit in the
yeah, look at that. You can put these little chocolates right down in there. And I think somebody in our hop did that. Maybe Sharon. I can't remember. But yeah. So yeah, a lot of these things really coordinate cutely. Cutely, is that a word? I'm going to pretend it is a word.
Works for me.
All right, next we have Love and Florals Fancy Die. So this is a great love message dies that you can arrange. You can also use this all together and make a shaker. I saw that in our hop where you could just keep that all together, cut it into your card front, and then use that as a window, basically. There's all these cute little florals that you can use to decorate right around the love. Like here is Jane's example of decorating the letters. You could, of course, use those flowers separately. And then Jane also used the florals when she was decorating her little boxes. So really cute. And it's just gorgeous. You can make it really elegant and lovely. You can make it kind of, I don't know, cute, whichever look you want to go to. Okay. Now this one, our team really loved. There was a million samples made with it. This one is called Heart Flourish Cover Plate. And just look at all those details in there. And it has the big heart in the center that you could add a message right in the middle. By the way, these messages work fabulous in that center right there. And here is a card from Jane in purple, which I love. And then she actually, this is a rub-on. I'll get to that in a second. And then she used some of the message strips there as well. And if you're doing our stamp along, I hope you are. It's coming up really soon. It's not November. Oh my goodness. January 27th and 28th. And we're using an older cover plate die in the stamp along, but I would guess if you wanted to substitute this one, it would probably work really pretty as well. So if you're thinking of an excuse to have to get this and you're doing our stamp along, that might be a good one. So really pretty. Now this is a product that we actually released a little early in a bundle for the stamp along, and now it's available by itself. And this is the Hearts hot foil plate. And it's just a really sweet heart background for foiling. You, of course, always can use foil plates also for dry embossing, which is a fun way to do it right through your die cutting machine. And here is an example from Sika where she foiled. You can see how pretty the foiling is on there. And then she used the love dies. She used the sending from that other stamp set with the matching die. So really pretty. Yay, Diane, can't wait for the stamp along. Can't wait to have you there. Let's see. Okay, so this is new. This is different, right? If you remember back in September, we had the kit that had rub-ons in it, and people loved the rub-ons. And so we ended up releasing them separately. So you can still get, I think you can still get those September rub-ons, which was the big floral base. And now we've had some other rub-ons. And the thing I love about these is they're so easy to use. And you can use them on cards, which, oh, this is the one. This is just, showing a bunch of the rub-ons on her card. But then, like I mentioned, she also used the love, which is this right here, right on her card. And it just looks seamless, right? It just blends right in and looks so pretty. And you can see how those look. And so, I don't know, does anyone have questions about using rub-ons? I can do a demo with it if you want, but if you guys all know how it works, there are instructions on the back, but it couldn't be easier. It comes with a stick. I'm just going to pull out the stick and show you. And it comes with 2 sheets of the rub-ons. Here's a little stick. That's a little rough stick I got on that one. But anyway, you just cut around the thing that you want to use. You take off the plastic, take off the backer sheet, not the plastic, and then you rub it with a stick onto the piece of paper that you're transferring to. So I like to just I like to cut out what I actually want to rub on so that I don't accidentally get another design as I'm doing it, because that is very easy to do. But they're really fun to put in your planner if you're a planner person as well. This love, I might have to put that right on Valentine's Day because that's really cute. So anyway, so those are rub-ons, and just a little hint, if you love rub-ons, we may have some more coming out eventually as well, just saying. Now the next thing is a stencil, and I love this stencil. It's so cool. It's simple, but it has such great potential. This is striped stencil. So as you can probably imagine, you can just use this once and you have stripes. You can do it this way, then this way, and you have a plaid. You can also do it kind of at a diagonal and make it look more like a gingham. Here's one from Jane where it looks like a gingham on there, right? Am I thinking of the right thing, or is that just plaid? I don't know. I shouldn't even say. I don't know what I'm talking about. But here is that message from the other set, some of the flowers from the love dies. But isn't that sweet? How sweet that looks. And here's an example, another one from Jane, yes, where she just used it as stripes, and then she did kind of a, I don't know, an ombre kind of blend across her card with the stripe. Just really simple. So lots of fun things you can do with this stencil. And on this one, she also used the flowers from the love. She used the You're Mine. And I think she probably stamped that and then went over it with clear embossing. Actually, I'll look instead of guessing. Yeah, clear embossing powder. It's really cute. And then we have 2 cling backgrounds to finish up this release. This one is similar to the stencil in the main kit. This one is called Heart-Shaped Daisies Bold Prints, where again, the little daisies have heart shapes for the petals. But you can see it's a bigger design, a smaller design than our stencil in the kit. So the stencil, the daisies are much larger, where these are smaller daisies, but it's very similar. It complements it very well. You can see how cute this looks on Jane's card. Again, she did clear embossing on there, which really makes it look fun. And she used some of the other dies from the release. And then the last thing in the release is the Mini Hearts Bold Prints, which I love. It's just a whole bunch of hearts you can use for Valentine's Day. I will use this year round because I just love hearts in general. But here's how cute it looks embossed on a background. You don't have to emboss it. You could just stamp it. And it's actually what I used on this card. Even though it was mostly kit, I used the background stamp on that as well. All right, so that is the entire release. So we have these 2 background stamps. We have the stencil. We have the fun message strips. Oops, that's not it. Message strips stamp set. And then the bundle that has the other messages that you can cut out. We have the box of chocolates Fancy Die. And we have the Love and Florals Fancy Dies. The Heart Flourish cover plate. Oops, that's not it. And then the hot foil plate with the hearts. And we have the transfers. And again, we have the cute little box die. And our main kit, again, is the Matchbox die that is flat. All the fun little things that you can cut out and decorate your flat Matchbox. The stencil, and then this great stamp set. Oops. As well as sequins and some cardstock. All right. So what do you guys think? What is your favorite thing from the release today? I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And then I'm going to go back to all of us here. All right. I love that the chocolates are keto. That's funny. Yeah, no calories in these chocolates. You can just have as many as you want. Need a bee mind sentiment for a bee. Oh, yeah. Melissa's our honeybee. She likes everything bee. Let's see. Anything else on here? Any questions that you guys haven't had answered? If you do, just say it again. Why don't you go ahead and get some last comments in here real quick, because I'm going to pick our winner for this live. You'll win a $50 gift card. And again, join our hop if you haven't already. Look at all the inspiration from our team. And if you are interested in becoming a subscriber, like I mentioned, it's a great time to do it. If you want to do our Valentine's stamp along, it's coming up on the 27th. You can still sign up for it. It's a one-day. I say the 27th. It's actually a one-day event on the 28th, but we're doing a little special evening with Jennifer McGuire on the Friday night beforehand. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll through all these comments and just randomly pick a winner. It landed on Sharon Gullickson. Congratulations, Sharon. So you're our winner. So you will email info@heroarts.com and mention that you were the winner on the live. I'm going to go ahead and try to put that in the comments here so I don't forget. Usually, oh, I didn't even mention this, but usually Tammy is here helping in the comments, but she is actually heading out on vacation, so she's not here today. So trying to do it without her, which is not the same.
Maybe someone's asked, Janet, sorry, I'm not sure how to say your, Janet is asking, what is a stamp along?
What is a stamp along? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me go ahead and put this up real quick. So this is our teachers that we're having at our stamp along. It's a virtual card making event. And so basically it goes from around 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on the 28th. And it'll be in a private Facebook group. And all these teachers will do 1-hour demos. And so, this is not the correct order, but anyway, I'll go one teacher and then we'll have a little break, another teacher, and we'll have the supplies and instructions for you to follow along and make the cards right along with them. That's why we call it a stamp along. You can also just watch and make your cards later if that's more your comfort level. We do have a bundle of all the main stamps and dies that they're using in the event, but we also encourage people, if you have things that are similar that you want to just replace it with, you're more than welcome to do that. This is the heart foil plate that came out in this release. And then also this Columbine, which by the way, I think Yesenia designed, right?
Yes.
That's actually part of our spring catalog release and it's beautiful. Our artists love it so much. So it's coming out on its own in spring, but we introduced it a little early for the stamp along. So if you wanted to just get the new things, it's also a separate bundle as well. So anyway, it's all in a private group. It's only $25. We're doing the special event on Friday night as well with Jennifer, and it's always a lot of fun. So I hope you'll join us if you haven't already signed up. And then again, we'll be doing a bigger stamp along coming up in April when we do our big spring catalog release. Yes, Joanne, I am going to do a homework video, probably just right before the event begins, for all of us last minuters who haven't done our homework. Again, we're talking about the stamp along now. I'm also going to pop in, hopefully very soon, and go through the supply list and mention things that you could substitute if you don't have all the things that are on the list. So that's stuff that happens over there in that other group. If you're interested in joining us, we always have a lot of fun together at the stamp alongs. All right, so I don't see any other questions, I don't think. So I want to say a great big thank you to Yesenia for joining us today, getting out of her comfort zone maybe a little tiny bit and joining us live, which is awesome. I love it. And I hope you guys love this this release. I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. And I can't wait to see what you make with it. If you get any of this stuff, you can always tag Hero Arts or My Monthly Hero, hashtag My Monthly Hero when you create, because we love to see what you make on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook or TikTok. Actually, if you guys are on TikTok, definitely tag us, because we're trying to see who's all using our products on TikTok as well, because we're kind of new to that.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, all right. Thank you guys. Thanks so much for being here. And we will see you again next month if I don't see you at the stamp along. All right. Take care.